Yo, what's up guys? We are actually at the YCS. You were top 16.
Top 16.
How are you doing?
Very good. Deck performed awesome. Played Drytron. So I think I was like one of two players who got top 32 at Drytron. Finished top 16. Played against a lot of really cool guys, good players, good experience at the tournament. My shout outs I'll probably have to do in a post later because there's too many people to shout out. But I am very grateful to everyone who got me here. All of the homies from Houston who made this possible. I am part of a really awesome Yu-Gi-Oh community. I know it's like become really vogue to like shit on the Yu-Gi-Oh community and say how toxic they are, but honestly, I've met way more cool people than negative people. So very grateful. This is my favorite top cut I've ever gotten, just because I've grinded this deck like crazy. So really happy to do it with this deck specifically. So. All
right, why did you pick this deck out of everything?
2 Ben 10, baby.
Okay.
2 Ben 10, baby.
Fair enough. That's Rick.
And it's my favorite deck. So I like to top with decks I like to play. So I like to play Drytrons, and so I top with Drytrons.
All right, solid. All right, yeah, let's just go dive into it.
Yeah. So we'll start off with the fairy guys. So 3 diviner. That's very standard. Nothing really to say there. Starter, pop stuff, level modulation, make Beatrice, all that good stuff. One of this. You can search it in certain hands to play around hand traps. If, like, let's say you open Edatin and combo, you can just go grab this early and then do everything later to play around Nib or Droll or Ash or whatever you're trying to play around. So, good card. Just the one. 3 of the Alpha, 3 of the Zeta, that's very standard, 3 of the Gamma, 3 of the Alteus.
That's how I like to see it.
Yes, this lineup has become standard. It wasn't always standard, but it is now. You kind of have to see Drytrons to play. If you watched my top 16 feature match on stream, you noticed you can't play Drytron without Drytrons. So,
yeah, I heard it. It was
very sad.
Rough. Yeah.
Very rough. But really, really good cards. And I honestly say, like, my favorite Drytron today was Alteus. Like, this card performed so well for me. Like, going Alpha Zeta, grabbing the Ben 10, doing that whole like line, and then having another Ben 10 plus the ritual spell, and then doing this card and drawing into good cards is like
so much card advantage.
So much card advantage.
People underestimate Delta. I love it too.
I love Delta. He's like most underrated Drytron. So no, I love Delta. Delta's cool. This has become standard from now on. This card was so good today against Sword Soul. I like OTK, like a pile of Sword Soul guys just make this and go, nice board, bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, good card. Now this is the spice. This is what makes my list Hammer Factor Pain. A lot of theory went into deciding to play this variant of the deck. Makes my Link monsters way better. It's crazy against Sword Soul, Despia. The meta right now is very fusion and synchro based. So Hammer Factor Pain was crazy. So people forget how to play Yu-Gi-Oh when they skip their main phase too. Like, so yeah, crazy, good card. A lot of people would go like, I'd activate its effect. They'd say, yeah, that's fine. And then they go, okay, do this whole combo. And I'd be like, yeah, all that's fine, battle phase. And I'd be like, you're in main phase too.
Yeah, what are you going to do? How are you going to clear my board, you know?
It's
really good.
And it plays into the Drytron theory where basically like, yeah, you want to go first, but the purpose of setting up your board is so that you can just slaughter them on the next turn. So yeah, seeing this guarantees pretty much you see your next turn, which in Drytron is like very strong. Then the newly, semi-limited Ben 10. It just makes killing your opponent going second way easier. Yeah. So
yeah, it's so good.
Really good. A little controversial, but I still play Edatin. I like it to link climb, and if I've already got the Ben 10s in rotation, I have prep, I can add this and then use orange light to play around stuff. So it came up a few times today, so I probably wouldn't cut it. And there were a few times where I stole 3 monsters, so having the other side ritual was good.
Nice.
And then the God card. Dude, she's amazing. This is like my favorite card they've ever printed. This card is so broken. It's got like 3 broken effects, the hidden effect that nobody reads.
It's so good, yeah. Can't attack, can't do anything. Yeah. It's so good.
So no, Natasha was, she's bae. Best card. Print an ulti. So anyways, Foolish. It's technically like the worst Drytron because of DD Crow.
Yeah.
But you can technically Foolish other things in like weird situations to play. So Foolish was Foolish. It's good. This card's technically cuttable too, but in my build it has extra application. You'll see that later. And then the other God card Called by. I drew this like maybe twice throughout the whole tournament, so it wasn't like a big factor. I drew it in the feature match, but didn't draw combo, so.
Oof, oof.
Unlucky. And then the last card, which is like a totally a meta call, is Duster.
Yeah, I feel like this is correct, strangely enough.
Yeah, so like it has a few applications right now. So if I play against Despia, I really want them to brand it in red early. And so if they brand it in red early, it turns on my talents and makes them summon something that's like suboptimal. So it's okay against Despia. Against Sword Soul, it like crushes Sword Soul. If you resolve this thing, like they're usually setting 2 or 3 back row, or they can. Usually they set 2 against me. But like this plus any way to bait a Baron negate is like you play for free. So no blackout, no whatever else is back there, chalice, called by, whatever. I also round 1, I mean, I sack my opponent, but I don't care. Sometimes you got to, you got to, right? So I drew this and I drew this and droplet against Sword Soul. The guy had like the Baron and the Chi Chow. And
yeah, I guess you have nothing, my friend.
And the set 3, and I was like, activate, chain. So the other like theory behind this card was that people are playing Mystic Mine right now.
Yeah.
And so I'm refusing to get decked out by Mystic Mine. So I'm gonna play 1 out in my deck. So
I wish I learned that lesson. Yeah.
Yeah. So totally a meta call. Technically, it is cuttable. I am playing 42, by the way, but I actually think 42 is right in my list for a few other reasons. But card was really good today.
All right, solid.
Then I played 2 of this. Technically, I think this is cuttable, but I want to see Benton, so I like this card. Whatever. It could be 1, it could be 2. This is the controversial part. When Tatsum saw my deck earlier, he like looked at this and was like angry with me, but it performed very well. So, 2 ritual spell. 2. I know. So I was very against this for like all of Drytron's history as a deck, you know, because in the past, like you never need a second ever. But talking about meta calls, DD Crow is in the format. So like I got this thing banished today, like the first copy. I got this thing banished like 5 times.
That's insane.
Yeah, so like I'd like combo, and then like the good players, they're gonna wait. They think everyone's on 1 ritual. They crow the ritual.
Exactly.
And so my combo's dead. Can't summon out Hammer Factor Pain, any of that stuff. But like multiple times, like having the second one was just so clutch. Like today, I got this thing cosmic against a Flunder player.
Oh, that's so wasted.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, bro, Zeta next turn, search the other one, keep going. So
nice.
2 was wrong previously. I think for this format in particular, 2 is correct. I probably won't advocate for this at any other point in history. So, but yeah,
all right.
Just want to make that very obligatory, very, very known. So not explaining that. Not explaining that. There you go. More Drytron names.
Names. Yeah.
Yep. And then the God cards. 3 of this.
It's good.
Playing an aggressive deck. This is like partly the reason why you crush Sword Soul so hard. And then this card. This card performed very well for me today. Like very, very well. So I know it's like slightly controversial.
No, I completely agree. This card is so fucking good.
It's
this meta.
so insane right now. Every deck has something they're activating in the main phase. I played against 2 Dragon Link and like they make spheres like or Hierarchic Seal. They're never not activating Seal. So like you're getting something for this, you know? So no, Talents was very strong. Very, very strong.
All right. Nice.
And then we'll go on to, you want side or extra?
Extra is fine.
Okay. So then mandatory. Actually, I didn't use this that much, but you still have to play it.
Yeah, I have to play it.
You have to. 2 of this guy, you have to. 1 of this guy. Technically, you don't have to, but 2 Matt Zeus feels very, very strong. So, yeah. Beatrice, because sometimes you don't get to actually combo with your Drytrons. You need to see an extra name, so play that. And you can dump side deck cards, like Banshee or Token Collector, and then Zeus. Cards are really strong. Link 1s, just the 1. I know a lot of people are into Anima right now. Anima's good if like for Lava Golem, which is in my side deck, but I really prefer the Nightmare Phoenix draw 1.
Same.
So I think that's way better, like long term. So Link Rubo is really good. Play this. Very, very clutch card. Very, very clutch card. It's part of my standard inboard. Like if I get full combo, where I'll go Appa Lusa for 4, this guy to negate a spell and trap, and Hammer Factor Pain to skip their main phase in battle and negate all their extra deck monsters. So like in a pinch, you just let them do whatever. Like I played against Despia, like 1 Despia today, oddly enough, he activates Brand Fusion. Never negate it. Just let them do any fusion things they want, and then you just wait for the problem card and negate that. So like their fusions do nothing. If they wind up destroying this or not reading the card, which did happen once today, you just add back resources, do it all again. So that's good. Phoenix, IP. IP, oddly enough, once again has added value in this deck because your opponent doesn't get a battle phase. So IP is really good.
Yeah, they can't kick over it.
Can't kick over it. So you're getting a guaranteed like interruption. So also making the IP Boral Sword against control decks is like insane. So she also has extra value with another link that I play. You'll see in a second. Unicorn, I kind of think you have to play it if you're playing this. The one Appaloosa. She was like insane today. Like insane.
This card's becoming better and better.
Yep. Oddly enough, like I think it's arguable that maybe like in terms of link monsters, this is kind of ban worthy in a weird way because it's like it's an extra deck skill drain that you can just make whenever. So like I won so many games off this dumb card. So and then I played Sword. I know like access code's kind of like vogue, but this just makes killing easier. Also technically an out to the Adagnister, but I play a better out. Last extra deck card. This guy.
Let's go!
Card is goated.
I love this card to death.
Yes, good card. It did not come up at all today until it needed to in a clutch time in the top 32 match, game 3. Guy makes Boral in. If you don't know what that card does, it's like can't kill the thing. So I was like, don't have droplets. How am I going to get over this bad boy? So I was like, oh wait, play this guy. So I just added. Also,
Validated.
Validated, yes, thank you. So also, we are never letting crooked players win any games ever. Okay, so there you go.
Nice.
That's the extra, and then for the side. Oddly enough, this was my favorite part of my deck. The side deck was so clean. I drove 30 hours to get to this YCS, and while we were in the car, me and my testing friend Austin, actually, he helped me come up with the side deck that was very like coverage heavy for like what we thought we would play against. He didn't play Drytron, he should have, but he knows a lot about the deck, and so we built it to basically beat the meta. That's what your side deck should do. And all the card choices came up at least 1 or 2 times today. So none of these cards were dead. All the cards are good. This is the best side deck I've ever played. So
okay, let's go.
Played 3 Troll. Why are more people not playing this right now? Like,
don't understand it.
Don't understand it. Like, there's so many matchups that like this thing comes in, and also since Drytron is kind of creeping into the format, like if you play the mirror and draw this, you're winning the game. So. Guys, start playing this right now. Just if you want to win some tournaments, play this thing. So, card's crazy. Played 2 of this. Really good against Sword Soul. I barely lost the Sword Soul at all. Played a ton of them. Outs the Sword Soul board. Crazy with Natasha. If you're going into time, just pass it over. They take 1,000. That didn't come up today, but it could. The 3 1-0s, they're just all searchable, sendable. Good against like various things in the meta. And then I played the 1 Zombie World for the Banshee.
Of course.
Yep. I played the 1 Change of Heart. Oddly enough, it didn't come up today.
Why? I wonder why this random one-off didn't come up.
But you know what? I like it. So I'm happy I played it. So there you go.
You must play it.
Yeah, I have to play it. It's cool. So no, I like it. And then played 2 of this. I'm already playing 3 Droplet, and I'm siding 2 Galava Golem. So like, I don't want to double up on this, like, or I don't want to draw 2, so 3 seemed kind of bricky. It's all right. Card's broken in time because you just wind up gaining a bunch of life points. It didn't come up, but
with Natasha.
Yeah, it didn't come up today, but it has before. And then the only spell and trap removal other than the Duster in the main deck were these 3. So usually side decks that I've seen people build devote a couple more slots, like they'll play like 3 Twin or maybe like another Cosmic or something like that. Usually it's usually 5 slots, but control decks kind of suck, so like I don't respect those decks at all.
Yeah.
Because my deck's so much more powerful, and so I just felt like this was enough. And oddly enough, these feel like Sword Soul sides anyway, which is like more of a side controlled combo deck anyway. So there you go.
All right.
That's the deck.
Solid top 16 with Drytron in 2022. It's been actually insane. What was your record in Swiss?
My record in Swiss was 9-2. Won my top 32 match. Wound up getting savaged in the feature on stream. Unlucky, but It happens.
It happens. All right, cool. Yeah, if you have any shoutouts, we're going to leave them in the comment section down below.
Yep.
Team effort for sure. Yeah, congratulations. Don't know what to say. I'm just very impressed that you brought this to the event.
Yes.
And you won this playmat.
Yes, it's beautiful.
It's insane. All right, man. I'm sure that we will see more of you in the future. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And see you guys in the next one.